If you're like me and you grew up playing a lot of adventure style video games, stage ending boss fights were a rite of passage. There's nothing quite like the adrenaline of facing down a powerful enemy, trying to memorize his attack patterns and figure out his weaknesses. This is no different than virtual reality, but a lot of these battles unfortunately can get overlooked. In this video, we're going to review 3 fun boss battles in VR. There will be spoilers for multiple games here, so to help you out, I've added timestamps so you can skip to the sections you want to see. First up, Mosh Eddie from Path of the Warrior. Path of the Warrior is a first-person beat-em-up game in the vein of classics like Double Dragon and Streets of Rage. At the end of the first stage, you meet Mosh Eddie, a muscle-bound behemoth wearing a sleeveless dress shirt and tie with, get this, a mohawk made of machetes. After a few minutes of brawling, Eddie hops on top of a van, rips the machetes out of his head, and hurls them at you with increasing speed.
And you're throwing them at me.
You have to block the blades by punching them out of the air, eventually catching the final one and throwing it like a dart into his chest. Lather, rinse, repeat a few times to defeat him. Next up, Hime from the Tale of Onogoro. The Tale of Onogoro is an anime-style steampunk adventure set in an alternate dimension of feudal Japan. At the end of the 4th stage, you and your companion Haru Kosei encounter Hime, a humanoid octopus-like creature that starts its attack by hurling rocks at you. Haru is chained to a mystical stone for most of the game, so you have to move her with tractor beams from your guns and position her as special power totems to deflect the rocks back into Hime.
Okay, now reflect back and hit the boss. Hit the boss. Boom!
After successfully doing that, you then need to power up your gun using mystical power stones and blast Hime in his exposed weak spot on his forehead. This process gets more complicated after each attack. Hime's character model is incredible, and the fight itself was one of my favorite in the entire game.
We will have to attack it.
Ooh, that is a horrifying scream.
223rd High Priestess of the Grand
Haru Kosei.
Daijingu. Haru Kosei.
Let's get it.
In the name of the High Priestess, Hime, you will be crowned.
I love the look of the bosses in this game.
Parents.
Lastly, the ultimate wish fulfillment, fighting Darth Vader in Star Wars Vader Immortal. This 3-episode experience plays much more like an interactive movie than a traditional video game. Over the course of the first 2 episodes, you learn how to fight using the lightsaber, and Vader himself teaches you the ways of the Force.
Time for one final lesson.
Oh my god, guys. Chat, we're fighting Darth Vader.
This all comes to a head at the end of the 3rd and final episode, where you engage the Sith Lord in a lightsaber duel with some Force action thrown in for good measure. Darth Vader is one of the most recognizable and iconic characters in pop culture history, having appeared in Star Wars games, movies, and TV shows for close to 50 years. It's a Star Wars fan's dream to face him in battle, and doing it in virtual reality just takes things to a new level.
Enough. Ow.
So that's just 3 examples, but I can make so many more videos just like this one about other boss fights in virtual reality games. What are some of your favorite VR boss battles? Did you enjoy this video and want to see more like it? Let me know down in the comments, smash that like button, and consider subscribing for more fun VR content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.